246, isn't it?
245.
Yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan, and we are doing the weekly collectors chat. If you don't know already, I'm George, or Gio, that's Alex over there. We are on, apparently we're on show 245. It's the longest running statue collectors chat in the game. So what we're going to be doing is giving you some updates, running through some questions that we've actually set out, and one from the community. We're also going to be showing you updates from XM Studios, some stuff from Sideshow Collectibles and Prime One. Maybe if we've got time, we'll run through some fan art stuff as well. So we'll be going through all them goodies there. We'll also be showing you, some big love by reading out your questions. If you have any, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because we have a lot of people that watch us that actually are not subscribed, and it helps the channel and it helps with our algorithm, all that jazz. So, help out the realist statue channel that's out there at the moment that it's not on the take. So mad love. Let's go.
All right. And also, I don't know if I still got it turned on, but I think you can only comment if you are subscribed anyway. So yeah. Alrighty. So let's get on with this. Let's go. So how's your week been? Have you picked up anything yet? Have you got anything coming in?
Well, it's quite interesting that you should say that, because I'm sitting in my room currently and there's two massive boxes in it. So we've been sent a couple of pieces to review. Some brave company that's fresh out of the gate wants to see if their stuff is how good it really is by asking the people who will literally take a dump on it if it isn't good enough. So publicly too. So yeah, man, I've got a couple of bits here from Darkside Collectibles that I'll be bringing down to you tomorrow to review. So I'm excited to do that. I haven't seen any of their stuff in hand ever before, so this will be the first outing.
Well,
I'm really happy. I'm really impressed actually that they're brave enough to take it on, because people have tried before, like sending us stuff to review, and then they've regretted it quite quickly, because they think that by sending us stuff that you get a free pass. Unfortunately, if anything, you get a nice, honest breakdown of what's good, what's bad, and what's indifferent. So, which I think every review should pretty much have. Been around the game for nearly 10 years now, seen probably tens of thousands of pieces, and very rarely have I seen one where I've looked at it and gone, yeah, there is absolutely nothing that I can do about this. There's nothing wrong with this. There's always something, and it's all subjective as well, but there's always something that can be improved, and it takes a brave company willing to try that. So fair play.
The thing is,
if they're up to the game.
No one's really seen any of their pieces in hand yet. There's only a few of the Dantes have gone out. Getting in hand at the moment, so there's a few Dante pictures I've seen. I think someone on Instagram put out a video. So yeah, there are a few. So we're going to be one of the first to get out the Spock, go through that, and let you know what we think. Obviously, they are a new company. They're European as well, so that's huge for people over here.
Collectors,
this side. I mean, obviously, we're always bang smack in the middle of either getting things from USA or getting things from Asia. Either way, getting taxed for it. So this is a European company where, if you're in the EU, which now we're not anyway, so we're still going to get screwed. But anyone in the EU will actually not pay tax on it. And I think as well, someone was telling me today that in the EU they do free shipping. So yeah,
massive.
Also, they do sell on Sideshow.
I was talking to them at the advert like a while ago, and they weren't afraid when I was talking to them and saying like, look, by all means, you can. Huh?
Did you try and scare them?
Well, I said it's we're gonna check out this and check out that before you get into it. Like, look at what Icebreakers tried to do.
Oh yeah,
you can go through that. You can go through. There's numerous. I could probably pick 5 companies right off the bat, and I could pick 2 major ones as well.
Yeah.
That have tried to arrange sort of like deals and things for us to do, and they're all well and good until we basically say, this is not good enough, and then they're like, ah. So I'm excited to see if this Darkside Collectibles is any good. Not to the and I've got to just say off the bat that I am a massive Star Trek fan. It's definitely the OG stuff, the television series, and the first. Maybe first 5 films, I would say, are massive. So I'm going to be very, very particular about this Spock. So if it
is Nimoy in all of those,
yeah,
okay, yeah. I'm not really a Star Trek fan, so I can't really give any information.
I think maybe 5 might be the search for Spock. It might be 5. Well, that's where I think he spoiler for a film that was made in probably 1987. But yeah, I think in number 4 he dies. I'm pretty sure that he dies in number 4. He saves everyone and dies. And then number 5 is they did this thing, didn't they? Like the generation. I can't remember. It was like basically give him life to a planet. They've got this thing that basically can, they shoot out the ship and then it makes the planet sort of a dead planet, luscious like Earth, like full of life, water, plants and stuff. And I think they do that with his body when they send it out into space, and it lands, and he's basically, I think he's reborn. So when they pick him up, he's like a child. I think that's 5. I think Search for Spock is 5.
Is 4 Wrath of Khan then?
Yeah, I think 4 might be, because it is Wrath of Khan that he dies, isn't it? It's 4. I think so. It's either Wrath of Khan is 3 and
Wrath of Khan is the only one I remember.
It's a very good one with the ear thing, with an earwig thing that just scares the shit out of you when you're a kid.
I always remember the controversy because the main villain, they talk about whether he's got only like prosthetic muscles and stuff like that. I always remember that. So there's a big thing about it, but I don't know.
In the series, in the television series, which was my favourite, I grew up watching those when I was a kid, and he's in that. So he's one of the OG villains as Khan.
Okay. All right. So who we've got here? So we got Happy JCG in the house. Jason Perkin.
Welcome, brother.
There you go. My thing's lagging again. Why is this doing this? Was there any football this week? Tell me about the football while I log in.
No, there's no football, man. We only got to see the Gypsy King smash the shit out of Wilder again.
You talk about that then.
I was a bit gutted really because I bet. What was happening to my screen? I bet on the 10th round as the for him to get knocked out in the 10th round, and obviously I was 1 round out, winning about £500. That's devastating. So, really, I mean, to be honest with you, I think
you were devastated from not winning on your one. I
was devastated from not, because I was 1 round away, Alex. If you bet on 4 or 5 different rounds and you're wrong, that just makes you a silly cunt. If you're 1 round away, then you're just unlucky. I was literally, I think I was 40 seconds away from winning that money because I don't think it would have. He went down quite badly at the end of round 10, didn't he?
Yeah. Well,
and then I had it at round 10. That was devastating. But anyway,
I've
got to be honest. I thought Wilder looked better than he's ever looked, and I think Fury looked probably one of his worst performances. But then, he's had his child was really ill. His daughter was born, and there was a lot of problems, and he so many disruptions, and he had COVID as well. So many breaks in camp and restarting. So I'm not surprised it was about 20 months in the making this fight. So I think that time really helped Wilder. I've got to be honest. I thought Malik Scott, his ex-sparring partner, was fucking absolutely going to lead him nowhere. And I have to say, I've got to eat some humble pie that I thought that Malik Scott did a fantastic job with him. I think he looked a lot better than he's ever looked. Because for me, he's a bum. Wilder's an absolute bum. I'm not rating him at all. But I have to say that watching him in that 3rd fight with Fury was the best I've ever seen him. His movement, his feet looked his feet are so bad. When you know the basics of boxing, even just the basics, his footwork is awful. So I was watching it, and I was like, well, his feet look tidier, they look closer together, look a little bit more smaller steps. He's not flying all over the bloody place. He's working the body a bit more. He had a few more weapons in his arsenal he was trying to use. So I thought Malik Scott really improved him, which I actually was one of the people that thought, come on, you bring in your head sparring guy. I mean, shut up. Even Malik Scott as a boxer was a bum, so he's not going to do you any favours. But he seems to be a good student of the game, and I think he improved him. So fair play.
Yeah. Just trying to find.
But to be honest with you, regardless, even if you make him the best he physically can be, and you put Tyson Fury at the worst he physically can be, Wilder would never beat him. Never in a million years. Have 100 fights, he wouldn't. The best chance he had was knocking him down in the 12th round. And if you can't knock him out in the 12th round, you're never knocking him out. So just give up on that pipe dream.
Should get a new job. Well, there's all these like posts about obviously like, you know, the social media stuff where it's like, oh, he's like an American hero and he's like living the American dream and he worked 4 jobs to support his daughter and this is like, wow, is that the American dream? Jeez. Working
no,
I
definitely agree with I definitely agree with the American dream. The American dream is that you don't fight a recognized top 10 title contender in 40 fights, and you have a title shot for a vacated belt against an unranked opponent. Which, do you know how many times that's happened in the history of boxing, Alex?
1.
In the history of heavyweight boxing, do you know how many times that's happened?
1.
He's the only person that's ever happened to, and that was because the Klitschko's had the titles for nearly a decade. So the American organizations of the WBC, WBA, and IBF companies, especially WBC, which is the main one, they were not happy to not have an American champion at heavyweight because it's been something they've dominated for a long time. So the fact that they didn't have, then basically those fights when the Klitschko's had the belts, they fought in Germany. So that was that. No, nothing happened in the US. There's no money, no gates, no sponsorship, nothing. It's the politics behind it is huge. So for 10 years they were out in the wilderness. The heavyweight division is the division. You can have Pacquiao and Mayweather, all this shit. It doesn't matter. The heavyweight division is the biggest division in boxing. So for that not to be was quite a big thing, and I think that helped with them basically holding him hand by hand and walking him all the way to the belt. Because I can't believe they have a vacant title, which means there's no champion, there's no defending champion. The title was vacant, doesn't belong to anybody, and they don't have rank number 1 and rank number 2 in that division. That's lunacy. Even if Wilder is number 1, which you could argue he's ranked number 1 because he had like loads of knockouts of all these bums that literally, I mean, he fought one person who was ranked number 4 in the world. That's the highest ranking he's ever fought in his entire career, other than Fury. He's number 4. And that was a bloated, ballooned, old man in, I think it was Ortiz, that he fought. And that's 7 years too late. So, he never fought number 1 ranked contender in any division. So that's crazy, man. No rank, like not WBC, WBA, IBF, IBO, WBO, not one ranked number 1 contender in all that time of being, I think he had 10 defenses, maybe. Some stupidness like that. Whatever it was. Just, nah.
Okay, should we move on from that one?
Are you ready? I'm doing this for you. I could go on all day about boxing. You want to go? I could just stay doing this.
I know. I'm ready. I was waiting.
Well, if you're ready, go. You needed my help. I helped you.
No, I needed your help. And then I kind of wished I didn't ask you halfway through.
But did you learn something?
I wasn't listening. I just hope someone was. I really hope someone was. No, I forgot some images actually, so I did think about those when I left and come back. So we'll close that one. Okay, so let's just go through some comments. So got John Blackmouth here. Gio, better have something proper to drink other than water today. What are you drinking?
Nah, boring, man. I'm still training. Shoulders back. So I'm still training. I'm still more. I'm back. I'm in the gym tomorrow.
I'm wearing water as well.
I got some hefty work tomorrow, so I've got to be going light tonight. I've got to drop my boy off. He started preschool stuff, so I'm dropping him off, and then I've got training and things going on. So
Nick Church in the house, Francisco in the house. Evening, how's it going? That's Rod, stuck on
Love you, mate.
How's it going, stuck on Inferno?
Hello, bro.
Would you look at the? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, what? Would you look at the other live chat? Guess it's time to get paid to play again. Yeah, another live chat. Time to pay. Yeah. So cool spot. How's it going, Mr. Maryland Cookie himself? Congratulations on the XM Doomsday. Saw your photos. Bobby,
nice.
Radd to the T. What's up, boys? What's up?
All good, brother.
Dan Ferrier, good morning from Sydney, Australia. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're good. Rodney
Thanks
Jones.
for watching, man. Hey, Roddy, my man.
Little Brendan Guerrero, he's getting all like withdrawal symptoms from New York Comic Con, isn't he? So we ain't been to New York Comic Con for like 2 years or something. So yeah, missing all that. Richard Goodyear in the house.
Yo,
that one. Anna, how's it going? Statue collecting. Regulators melt up.
that's it, man.
How's it going?
If you're
Jason,
watching this, you are the rebellion.
Jason in the house, how's it going? Looking forward to your room tour, Jason. Stack of Inferno, what's up? What you sipping? A pint of the wife's rhubarb and ginger gin for you. Oh, nice. She makes gin. Yeah, you said that last time. Just water. I'm boring today as well.
Highland Springs, man.
Scotimus Maximus. I finally caught a live one. What have I missed? You coming early, buddy. You coming early. You
Loads of boxing chat, really.
Mojo Potato. Finally able to catch a live show. It's been a while. Good to see you. Joe Figure. What's up, guys? Luch, the mind reader in the house. The mind bender. Free ship and brave move these days. Yeah, within EU. Dave Richardson, how's it going? Gabriel Gutierrez. Edwin Diaz, Mr. Capital himself. Mr. Spock died in the Wrath of Khan, which is number 2. Wrath of
Search
Khan.
for Spock is 3.
What's 4? Okay, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. 4 is there you go. Voyage Home is 4.
I can't remember if that one.
Gabriel. Edwin, I'm talking amongst himself now. There you go. PO that dark side. I PO'd the dark side spot. We're going to review it, and we should get the review up early next week, probably. So we're going to do some stuff on tomorrow, and then do some.
Check out our Instagram and all that jazz, because all the photos and all that bits will be on there too. Maybe some short videos might be on there too. Let's check that out.
Boogalarts in the house. How's it going? What's up, everyone? Just opened his new tattoo studio, so check that out.
Congrats, man! Congrats.
Yes. Chadman, is that? Yeah, Chadman in the house. Yo. Been a while, brother. Hope you're good. Rodney Jones, like a sack of potatoes. Alonso Hellboys, wunderbar to see you again. Yeah, das ist sehr gut, meine Freundin. Yeah, there you go. Look. Talking about your boxing, this is probably like blah, 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 blah. There you go. That's all about your boxing shit, that is.
See, you got no.
There you go. No. Blah 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 blah.
You got no culture, man. Got to know some boxing.
Cardboard car. Did you go to vibe into a vibe? Go Joe Ninja, you cardboard car. Fuck off. Mayweather offered to train him. Should have took that. Yeah, probably wanted too much money.
I would have done it.
No, please.
Free.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. They're arguing now. Sounds as corrupt as FIFA.
I mean, it's in fairness, it always has been. It's nothing new.
Every Wilder punches a haymaker, doesn't even know how to throw a combo. Sub Rodney. Ortiz still outboxing for the majority of the fight. You might argue Wilder was fortunate at first fight.
Yeah, totally. You're 100%. Well said, Wayne. You're 100% right.
I'm skipping your comments, statue collecting, because that's going to be like another fucking half hour.
What did it say? What did it say? I want to read it. What did it say? That's funny.
Yeah, let's skip it.
Just wait till we lose.
Yeah. Didn't make it to New York Comic Con this year with XM. No, didn't really. XM we didn't go, so it was just our distributor, the GFX, who were there for us. Richie Mayer, what's up? How's it going? Ross Carter, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, Ross from Sydney, watching your show. Lifts everyone's spirit during these crazy times. Never underestimate the positive impact you both have. Love the show. Cheers.
I could just cry my eyes out.
There you go.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. God bless you. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear that sort of stuff.
Thank you, Ross. Hope the family are well. When are you going to start training your lad?
It's funny, actually, because today I was talking to my painter, right? And I basically, cut a long story short, I saw the production pictures of the new Dark Side, and I fucking hate the way it looks. I really think the paints.
Did you miss
the
question?
No, listen. We'll get on to my question. Don't interrupt me, you stupid hairy fuck. I'll answer it my own way. And I basically called my painter up, and he was talking to me about ideas to do with it and all these things. I sent him some pictures. I said, I've done like this, I've done like that. What do you think? And he was like, yeah, he was agreeing and all this. And then my son was in the background, like talking because I was talking. So he's like, Daddy, talk to me and all this. And he was saying, how old is he and all that. And he was like, oh, you know, he said to me, listen, I've got one piece of advice to you. He said, and bearing in mind, he doesn't know like any other stuff about me, but from other than the channel. And he was like, don't put your son in boxing. I put my son in boxing when he, you know, and then I had the police round, and he kept getting into fights, got expelled from 3 schools. And I was like, I'm so happy that my wife is not hearing this, because she doesn't want me to put him in. But I'm definitely considering it. But I've got to be honest, Ian's put me off a little bit.
It depends though, because some kind of martial arts.
He said some funny shit to me today. Like he said, so some big like geezer come up to his house and said, like, it's just like whoever his son is here. He was like, no. He was like, is he at work? He was like, no. And he was like, well, he's just given my son a hiding, and or whatever. He just battered my son or whatever. And he said to him, like, how old's your son? Like, and he's like 17, and he was like, he went all Geordie on me. He was like, fuck off, you rat, you know. Making me laugh with these funny words. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, how old was your son? He's like, he was 14 and beat this kid's crap and all this. So I was like, oh, all right. I was like, I don't know then. Maybe we'll do taekwondo or something like that.
Yeah. Well, some kind of like martial arts can be good, I guess.
Yeah, discipline teachers.
Best statue reviews. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
We
need to do more reviews. We've got so many to do.
Statue Habit 71. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Daniel Corona. One day closer to the Maestro. Yeah. Well,
Daniel Corona. What a name.
Yeah. 4 was the whale time travel one.
I like that one. What's that one called?
Bring the Winter. Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home. Yeah.
Bring the Winter. Yeah. Alex, would you be willing to shave your beard if Gio is willing to grow a beard? He can't fucking grow a beard.
Nah.
Jesus.
I really can't.
He gets
I probably can, but not.
He'll be a fucking orange bum fluff on his chin. There was a time, right?
Dude, the reason you don't shave your face is because your skin under there's horrific. So shut your fucking noise.
Bad when I shave, it's fine.
Yeah.
You
look like you fucking had your fucking face up a porcupine's ass. You fucking liar.
Wow.
If you had skin like me, you wouldn't be fucking shaving your face. Don't even try it. Slag me off.
I wouldn't be shaving. I wouldn't be shaving my face if I had skin like you.
Yeah. Because I don't get reactions like you from shaving. I don't have that.
If I wet shave, my face gets shredded. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's and you need to shave because you're so hairy.
And I'd have to shave twice a day. I'd have to shave
exactly. You have a beard. As your beard is shaving it off, as you go like this, it starts to grow again. It's pointless. So your face.
Where George wanted to grow like a little chin thing.
I always have a chin.
No, but you were growing it, and I came round, and it must have been like 2 centimeters long, you know, and you were growing it.
2 centimeters long. It was about 3 inches long. It was about that long. About that long there.
It weren't that long. No, it weren't that long.
It was long.
It was not that long at all. It was like a little. Anyway. So like he had that, and then I kind of kept on giving you a little bit of jip about it. And then you shaved it straight off. Next time I saw you, it was gone. It was. You grew it for a little while, and I gave you some abuse about it, and it was gone.
Dude, if you think I care that much about your opinion on my physical attribute or what I look like, you must be joking.
Oh, coincidence was it?
Coincidence.
Ross in the house. How's it going? I did feel quite bad about that. I can't wait for Maestro. Maestro looks good. Yeah, it looks very good. And some of the extra parts, I'm really excited to see how people react to it. David Kendall, what's up? Recently, my birthday. My wife got me some dope statues. She said she watched your streams for ideas, so thank you. Awesome. I hope she.
She got some good plural statues. She's a keeper, man, not just one.
Let us know what she got you.
Legendary.
Mojo Potato. What's your choice of LED lighting for your display cases? Adhesive strip, puck lights, bar lights, cool white, warm white. Personally, I would go with strip lighting. I would probably not buy it ready cut and all that. I'll do like what George did and probably buy it on a roll, get all the Transformers and do it yourself, because the ones that I've bought, and I bought pretty much every type, they will just fall off after a while. They all just, I bought a couple of sets from IKEA, and it turned out that because they were different batches, the lights were slightly different temperature. There's loads of things like, make sure.
And then the level of whiteness as well, isn't it? Is always a tad different, or slightly.
They were both. I think they were both warm, but they were like a different fucking warmth.
Yeah, so, that's what I mean. Doesn't matter what sort of, if you get white, if you get warm, there's different levels. So if you don't get exactly the same thing, good thing about it being on a roll, like Alex says, is it's all the same. It's all the same stuff. So as you cut it and go, it's all the same sort of lights. You're not going to have any mistakes in there. There's a little bit of aggravation with the Transformers and the wire and all that kind of business, but it's nothing you can't learn, really. It's nothing you can't manage yourself. I would get white. There's something about white light that's quite clean. I find that the warm light stuff can make things look a little bit orange in certain.
It can adjust the color quite a lot. Obviously, I would. There's a balance, obviously, as well with how much light you put in there.
Mine's really bright. Mine's well a lot.
Yeah, if you overdo it, it's hard to relax in there sometimes. So it's a balance. It is really a balance.
Mine is like honestly, my cubes and things are like. It's like a Christmas tree. Everything's like, and that's like, it's just a personal choice.
And also now you can get like dim-in ones. You can get loads of different options. So if you, I'd probably go for strips.
We went through there was a stage, wasn't it, like about 3 years ago, where everyone had all the different colours. Do you remember? Like everybody had that. Like they would just like push a button, they went all green.
Jem just did that.
Just now. Someone should tell him he's about 3 years too late.
Well, I've got them on my Detofs. My Detofs have the coloured lights.
Have you ever used any colours?
I've done blue a couple of times. If I'm watching, when I used to watch TV in there, I'd do like a blue because it was a bit dimmer. But I just do white or blue. But this ain't like a call. This is actually blue. So yeah. But I don't like, as you say, the warm. It can kind of dull the paint a little bit. And I've had it where I've had things in my cabinets that have the warm lights, and I've even considered selling them. And then I've taken them out into the kitchen to box them up and clean them and box them up and gone, this piece is much better than it looks in that display. I'm not getting rid of it now. And so yeah, I would go So I'd go white strips on a roll, and the under kitchen cabinet ones, or whatever they're called now. And then you can now get the control panels, which you can do like 10 colors. You can go white, you can go warm, you can do everything with them now. And they're not that much more expensive, I don't think.
Nah. So actually, all my lighting and things was probably like all the plugs and transformers and things was like less than £100.
Yeah, but they're cheaper now. Now you get much more options, and they're cheaper.
Yeah, I bet they were, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mine was a few years ago.
There you go.
My man.
Get to the chopper, keep with the box and talk. Edwin, Permica, yo, morning. Happy Friday from Down Under. How's it going? Carl, yo. Oh, Carl, there was this thing on one of the groups where it said, would you sleep with your at number 2 for 25 billion? And mine was you, Carl. So, you have to come over here so I can get my 25 billion. Yeah. Ron Ross, Gio, why won't they sanction Cannon Briggs Mike Tyson fight? Why don't they sanction
Cannon Briggs?
Shannon.
Shannon Briggs.
Shannon's fucking crazy.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what's going on with them.
I don't think Briggs has fought in a long time.
I don't know if it's that though. I don't know if that's the reason. The last time Shannon Briggs like that, he's been fighting. He's been like, he's been at it for a while. So
yeah.
He was the last champion. He was the last recognized champion by America before the Klitschko's. It was Shannon Briggs who was knocked out by one of the Klitschko brothers. He was the last champion they had before Wilder came in at heavyweight. So yeah. I mean, I don't know why I don't know what that stuff. That Roy Jones thing with Tyson was just weird. It started off, and they changed all the rules, and then they reduced the time, and it just seemed like they weren't organised really. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it's that.
also, what's his name? Jones looked well out of shape in that fight, like well out of shape. So
It's hard to believe Tyson hadn't had a fight in 15 years.
Tyson looked great in that. Yeah, definitely for me. Most of the time, shopping makes up a third of the price. So shipping makes up a third of the price. Ridiculous.
It's getting really bad.
Albert X209. Yo. Alex, don't shave. We won't be twins. Yeah, all right. Buy a lad a guitar. The making of him. George used to want to play the guitar a lot, didn't you? You bought that guitar and then you gave it to Gareth, didn't you? Danny
yeah,
Lee,
he was going through a hard time all the time. I didn't, he was always like he had a hard time. I'd like with kids and stuff, Always. You look after your friends and shit. He really loved that guitar. When somebody, I'm funny like that. If somebody really likes, someone really likes something, and I can see it twinkle in their eye and things. I'm that kind of guy. I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, but he probably sold it for like 20 quid. Knowing him.
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, he's good. I do still see him rarely, but he's just one of those people that, I have a soft spot for him, but he just attracts trouble. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. So the ones he got were the PCS Saga, the Gargoyle Catwoman, and the Sideshow Logan. Wow, she went all out. Jesus.
Wow, that's a keeper. That woman right there.
Yeah.
Is she into that polyamorous situation, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you want another husband at all? I can try and talk to my wife, see if she'll loan me out for a while. I can do some more statues. That'd be nice.
If people like the horror, new Chucky TV show has started. Wow, okay, didn't know that. PCS Wolverine up for PO. No word whether they're going to fix the bloated face. I was looking at it today. He does look really bloated.
It's not just that though. The sculpt's soft as shit. It's not. It's a horrible Wolverine.
How's it going, Stuart? Evening. C3PO. I find LEDs don't look great in DTOFs unless you work on hiding them well. Yeah, I mean the only problem with the
there's nowhere to contain it as well. The light. That's the thing as well.
And then you have all the wires across over the back as well.
There's that part, but also if you have lights in the DTOF like a strip lighting or something in the DTOF, because there's no sides and no back, it basically means the light will just fly out of everywhere. Whereas if you have like some form of, I don't know, like it's Struva or a Vesta or a personalized cube or even
PCS said they're going to fix the head.
The even what do you call them things that are big at the minute now? The other display units, what are they called?
Packs.
Got them. No, the ones that are like
Calax.
No, the one not IKEA. You can't stay away from IKEA, not them.
Oh, Modular Case.
Yeah, the Modular Case stuff. Like the light is contained in parts of it, so it really gives you the good viewing display. Whereas if you put it into a DTOF, because the light floods out of it, I never find that it looks as good as it could. I always put downlighters in there for some reason.
But they've got the hole in the top for the downlight to go. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I find that doesn't look too bad.
Darren, evening lads, Liam's on his way home, so slow your roll, he said. Bring the winter. I love that White Knight bicycle reveal. Cycle reveal. Nothing else like it. It's getting a lot of really popular comments. I have small LED spots in my custom displays. Gives a real art gallery feel and matches the track line on my ceiling. So you can point and move them for dramatic effect. Yeah, well, the older Modular cases come with those lights as well. Sup, Gabrielle. Gem Mint, I went with the color LEDs because I have the books on the other side of the room with colored LEDs and I wanted them to match. I actually like it with the fade effect to fade between the colors or
it's probably to come out and change. It just goes from like green, red, blue, like that and comes back in, then it flies around like that.
Yeah, the multicolored lights normally don't have a nice warm yellow glow. It's generally a yellow color. That's true. Yeah. Superman Kelly, good vibes. How's it going? We can't wait for Godzilla. Go, Godzilla. Go, Godzilla. Yeah.
Which Godzilla? Oh, the XM one.
Orchid Voodoo. I got my shipping notice for the 2099 Spider-Man. Excited to see. Nice
piece. XM ones. Nice piece.
Buddy, when are you going to get the Stiltman in development with XM. You've been there long enough. Why don't you do it with Tweetheads? You're with Tweetheads. Do it with them. Yo, what are you up to, guys? I've been here for another live stream. Get your stuff unboxed. AGO, you got a couple of statues in your collection that I am super into. I've been feeling pretty bummed lately.
Which ones, man?
Which ones? Yeah. Well, he's been looking for the Guyvers for a long time, but they got up a bit in price. Good point, Geo. RaddTitan Warbuster. When? What's the date now? Not long. Really, actually, looking at the calendar. Actually, I did write it down, didn't I? Today? Oh, yeah, not long.
Such a cock tease, honestly. So bad.
I think it's just after my birthday, but yeah.
So if you know when that is,
Leon the Main Man, Yo guys, hoping to get XM Red Hood's Samurai tomorrow. Yeah, it's the Red Hood and all that are going to go up and be shown fully on the DC fandom, which we're participating in very soon. Hi from Puerto Rico, statue collectors. How you going, Dennis?
Nice, man. Welcome.
Hey, I'm doing it right now. He's unboxing one of his Evangelion pieces.
Nice.
I want to share that Marvel license. Oh, you don't have it? Oh, okay. Well, actually, I doubt we'll have Stiltman. You have to speak to your buddies at Sideshow. Unless I go upset too many people, I don't know. Not long. Yeah. I know Geo's is in December. I think Alex's is in November. You're wrong. Are there LED lights that are bad for statues and should stay away from malfunction and fire potential? Yeah, just don't get them from Poundland like I did. But no, the only problem with them is they don't give off a lot of heat. But the problem is they give off just enough heat to melt the glue, so they will fall off. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of go with.
I'm not a big fan of IKEA lights. I have to be honest. I don't like their light.
I've got loads of them in their shit. Oh shit!
I would never buy their lighting. I think their light's horrible.
Another X-Men statue coming soon beside the new Magneto, Bishop, any others? There's no Bishop. I just want to say that. But yeah, we've shown a few. I mean, there's Cable coming.
Cable's coming.
New Wolverine coming. What do you guys reckon to the Buy Superman? Have you read about that or?
Isn't it his son? I sort of kicked off a little bit because I got confused.
No,
I read the post that someone put.
Yeah, so did he. But basically, what happened?
I saw a post and I thought it was Kal-El.
Yeah,
I thought it was Kal-El. It was, and I was a bit. Then I got annoyed. Then I got pissed off because I was like, for me, if you write them and their origin and all of that, and then that's the direction you go with them, then God bless, good luck. Wish you every success and I hope people support and get behind it. But if you change something that it's something that's like got folklore and got cult status and has been through the ages and is a well-loved character, and you start fucking with that, I don't care if what you change, but if you start fucking with it too much, then I don't like it.
Well, the problem as well is, it's not. So I think that the most simplistic way of explaining it is there's a big war in space. Superman fucks off. He goes to fight that war. And while he's away, Superboy, so Jonathan Kent, becomes Superman, kind of gets upgraded a little bit because Superman's not around. And he's like 17, I think. And he's bi. So he fancies one of the reporters who's men, and they start and they start kissing. But it's not Clark Kent Superman.
But that's a 17-year-old character. Their sexual identity has not been revealed yet. So sure. It's an origin that can exist, and it's not taking away from something else. You ought to be getting. It's just for me. I just don't like all this woke shit changing everything to suit everyone. I just believe that you can't please everyone, no matter who you are or what you try and do. You will always upset someone. So there's just no point in trying to please everyone. We're all becoming a little bit too concerned about that, and there is a reality in this world that you can't always have everything you want, and there is also a reality that you can't please everybody. So I don't want to try. Simple. Yeah. I'm not. I don't bend. I mean, like, listen. I walk around supermarkets on the phone to you, calling you all kinds of names. from our childhood that you could never say now. That you must be joking, and I get funny looks. But if someone wants to have a conversation with me, I'll happily talk about it, and then I'll politely take the fuck off and mind your business, because it's nothing to do with you.
I think that is the issue now. Is like when you have an established character, because I mean, someone like Superman, Clark Kent, Kal-El, has been around since 1938 or 39. So to then kind of go in, 2021, what is that? That's like 83 years later, and go, let's just take it, make him good. I know that they do get around that, and they do the old parallel universe thing a lot. They'll do that where, like, I don't know what the DC equivalent is, but obviously, like in Marvel, is it 619? Is it that's us, and then they go, okay, well in Marvel, blah blah blah, this version of that character's gay, and they'll go around it that way rather than actually being that it's this version. That's fine, But again, that's a loophole. It's a loophole. It's all like clickbait anyway. All of the posts, all of the stuff where it's all been, oh my god, outrage! Superman is labelled as Superman's now gay. It's like Dean Cain Dean Cain's now put out his disgust of this and that. I read the article. Dean Cain doesn't really say much about it. I mean, it's all just.
Doesn't he talk about other things? Like he'd want them to do other things with it. I think that's what he really says, isn't it? And he still thinks it's Superman, so I think they misled him a little bit there.
Yeah. RaddTitan.
Jude.
The most continuity for Marvel is 616. What did I say?
That's it, yeah. 619, I think. It is 616, I think he's right.
Okay, and then Ulma is 1610. The only two I know off the top of my head. There are a few more. There's a few others as well.
The fact that they're on the top of your head is useful.
I'm not clicking on your one, Happy JCG, but you are wrong about my birthday, but you're very close. Yo, boys, what's up? How's it going?
Yo.
Add Star Wars, Star Trek, and Terminator to the woke hit list. When did Star Trek do it?
I don't watch the recent stuff. Maybe it is.
Agreed, Gio. This woke shit is out of hand. Kevin Smith just ruined He-Man with it.
Do you know what it is? We're moving in a different time. And I got no problem. I got no problem with that. But it's one of them ones where I won't be told. I won't be told what I can say or what I can't. It's just not going to happen. And at the end of the day, like we say in my gym, fuck you, fight me. Got a problem? Fuck you, fight me then. And then when it's settled and over and done with, we'll shake hands if you can do that. And that'll be the end of it. But as far as I'm concerned, I'll speak how I want. I'll behave how I want, and I won't attack anybody in the street that I hear saying words that they want to say, because I just don't agree with that, the way to live my life. I'm not going to tell people how to behave, what's right and wrong, and what they should do and shouldn't do, other than my son. And if my mother or father wants to tell me how to behave, then they have every right to. Other than that, I'm not going to be listening to anybody. I know that I can't please everyone, and I know that if I come on here, even on social media, that we have support, we have following, we have a responsibility. But I find if you are not yourself, then you're failing in every possible way. I just want to be me. I ain't perfect. I make mistakes. Alex does too. And we can live with it. It's no problem. At the end of the day, we can't fix the world, and we definitely can't tell people how to live their life and start fucking saying, this is what you need to do and this is what you need to support. Get behind it. It's just not who we are, man. I can just tell you, what I think. You either agree or you don't agree. You don't have to go to war, and we don't have to be best friends at the end of it. That's the best I can give you. It's just my truth.
Saying about Takai. They're talking about Takai. Takai was well gay in Star Trek, wasn't he?
Takai? Who's Takai?
George Takai.
He's what? Sulu. Not Sulu. Yeah, Sulu.
Yeah,
Sulu. Yeah. In real life, he's really gay. Yeah, he's very gay in real life.
He's like super camp in real life. He's hilarious, that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So Brendan saying, revealing a character as gay is no different than a person coming out in real life. No one expects it until it happens. So I don't have a problem with it. As long as every kid can look up to Superman. I think it's like when you have...
But again, listen to that statement. Every kid. What sort of stupid statement is that? Not every kid is going to. Some will, some won't. Some will find his moral compass endearing and all of these things, and other people think he's a bellend. That is the world, and that is life. You take away the every, and what you get is reality, which is some people will follow, some people will hate, some people will just have a mild disdain. It doesn't really matter in the end. If you just go about doing your business and they go about doing their business, make characters, and if they're followed and they're loved and they're gay, great. There's no problem. But you just have to go about your business from the off. Don't start trying to do some sort of switchy shit and change things because you think that society needs this. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need Superman. It doesn't need like Batman to all of a sudden come out and be like, all right, I'm changing into a woman, or I'm identifying as a teacup. It needs to be what it is. Leave the beloved characters how they were. Write some fucking new people, and if they take off and they're worldly supported, and in 80 years, let's see how you feel about it when they say that this massive iconic gay character or bi character is straight and has loads of children. You'll be like, what the fuck? And that's the point. It's not just one rule for us and one rule for you or them or anybody else. It's the same rules for everybody. Somebody takes something of yours and starts pissing about with it, regardless of what it is, you're going to upset people, regardless of which way around. So uproar, it's going to happen one way or the other, and that's fine. Yeah. Listen, my brother-in-law is gay. I love him. He's married. I support him. I've been to his wedding. I've fucking danced with many and many, been chatted up by many and many a gay man. So don't you worry about it. But at the end of the day, make Superman gay and I've got a problem. make him gay, I'm not going to be pleased.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say something, though.
Actually, just do the fuck what you want with Superman. Just leave Thanos alone.
If Thanos comes out and he's like, Yeah,
it's Mr. Death now. I fancy Mr. Death.
No, Thanos is going to identify as a woman. He's going to cut off his penis and
giblets.
I told you.
But he could do that with one flick. He could sort it all. It'll all be fixed.
They're doing all those what ifs now, aren't they? As well.
Yeah, they're messing with it. There's so many. There's so many.
Well, what if Ultron got all the Infinity Stones, and then now, as soon as they did that, it's like, oh, someone's going to make a custom, and they are. Yeah. Just go through all the comments. I didn't mind He-Man anyway. I mean, people are saying, some people are going, I didn't mind He-Man. Some are saying that, I loved Masters of the Universe. I wouldn't go as far as loved. I loved elements of it. The part where they're on the boat and they see Merman and all that sort of business, and they're all having a little argument on there, and there's all the characters. The way that they bring the characters back in, I love that nostalgia side of it. But yeah, there are sides of it that's weak. But apparently in the second part, because it's still not the whole first season, they're going to make He-Man the main part in the second season. It's kind of a build-up. So
I won't jump into this. I'll wait and see how the land lies, and then I'll make a decision.
First trailer for Revolutions had me pumped. Kevin Smith told Clownfish TV it wouldn't be woke. The dude totally lied. We'll see what the second lie. Yeah, we'll see what the second.
I don't like that. I don't like that guy anyway. I've got to be honest. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him. So, after watching all interviews since and after, I just didn't like. Yeah, probably. Some people like other shit.
It's like Captain America,
Transformers, loads of shit.
I find Captain America, as you said, Superman. I found Captain America always. I found him very righteous.
Superman was never. I've got to be honest. My love for Superman is Christopher Reeves. That's my love. And there you go. Where is he?
Was this? Oh yeah. Don't drop it, because that looked like a clean copy. Yeah, don't drop it, and don't drop the Keaton one either.
And my love for that one. There you are.
Yeah.
I can't bear the glare there. That one.
No, sorry.
There you go. Not for you. You can't shine everybody else, you idiot. Not for you. You've seen it.
No, you fucking knob. I'm pointing out that you can see it on the camera. You fucking dickhead. He was upset that the character Sulu was revealed to be gay in the J.J. Abrams film. He said that Roddenberry never intended that for Zulu. But then was it a tribute to Takai? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know how it works.
Again, it's hard because when you play
Joe Rogan.
I like Joe Rogan.
I like Joe Rogan. Second part. Yeah. Okay, let's go through these. I find it weird that people are upstanding of the LGBTQ. I think there's more of them now, Matt. Community, but not autism.
It's a very good
for
point.
Autism Awareness Month, nobody cares.
Yeah. But it's a good point. It's about who decides what things matter and what don't, and that's where you really have to look at the powers above you, really. Because I'm a firm believer, right, that why in this country we have the Labour government and we have the Conservative government, and I firmly believe that while we're fighting amongst ourselves about which policies are right and wrong, and which status of life is right and wrong, the powers that be that are above them are laughing their fucking tits off, breaking every law and doing everything wrong that they can. And I thoroughly believe it's exactly what happens in the USA and it happens in every other country in the world. That while we're fighting on the ground about, X, Y, Z, Labour, government, Tory, snobby, lover, scumbag, all this, while we're doing all of that and that war, I firmly believe that the people that run it all, that are above all of that, are just literally rubbing their hands together, and you do it. You kill each other. You stay focused on you, and we'll keep doing what we want to do.
I go love Masters of the Universe, so it's probably awful.
I think there was a saying that something I read the other day, which was
next month, part 2. Next, it comes out in November.
What is that saying? It says
coming at the.
What was it saying? If you put red ants, right, and black ants in a jar, right? So you take 100 red ants and you put 100 black ants and you put them in a jar. What happens?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. If you shake
nothing happens.
They kill each other.
Exactly. That's the answer there. The answer to the question is nothing happens until you shake it, rattle it up. Then they all start killing and ripping each other apart. So the question isn't who's right, the red ants or the black ants. The real question is who's the fucking guy shaking the jar and why? Yeah. Why did everybody want us fighting over everything? Because this is what they want. They want us fighting over everything. They want us killing each other. Especially on social media now, man. Social media is killer. Jesus.
King Willie from Predator 2 was in Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe. Yeah, someone told me that.
He was the guy at the end. It was Grayskull, wasn't he?
Yeah, the guy right at the end. Yeah. Preach, Geo. It definitely does happen here. In response to the LGBT versus autism, I think it has more to do with autism not being a marginalized group. A lot of people are against gays, but no one is against autism.
I don't know. I disagree with that because there's plenty of people that believe it's a label, that it's not real, that it's bullshit, that people want to label you as something so they don't have to deal with you, so they can hand you over to a specialist and push you out the fucking door, send you to a special school. There is plenty of an argument for and against all of this shit. And believe it or not, years ago, because autism is a relatively new problem, I think autism is probably going on probably maximum 10 years that I've ever heard of it. Maybe,
it's been identified.
Maybe 10, 15. Yeah. But believe it or not, you go back to the 1940s and 30s and 50s, and you talk about like being homosexual, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
They would lock you up, think you were crazy, something wrong with you. So, you can't turn your nose up and go like, oh yeah, it's just a fucking, it's whatever. It's very much like as soon as something is new and starts to bear its face everywhere, people start to, label you, marginalize you, push you in a direction you don't want to go, which is very, very, very common.
All right, should we move on?
Fuck me, this is like world peace statue fucking chat.
Well, yeah, God, boxing talk and now fucking this. Did you see the trailer for the Game of Thrones prequel? No, I haven't seen it yet, but
so a little bit, yeah.
Allegedly, they're meant to, because this is meant to be about the Targaryens, I believe. But then also they're meant to be doing another series, which is about where Aerys disappears, and it comes back when it has a pack at the end. And apparently that's meant to be like another story that they're going to explore. And that'd be quite interesting.
Cool.
So we're moving on from all that anyway. Hey, sup, how's it going, Adam? A lot of people putting in, yeah. to put an end to the LGBT. It's Brendan. It's about that long now. It's about 12 letters now, and it's got a plus on the end of it. You're missing off way too many groups. You're not fairly putting on there. But anyway, I love you too. And yeah, Brendan always tries to sneak in my room in the hotel. What we'll do is, shall we move on to the first topic?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Do you want to start on your one or my one? Let's start on
I
your
can't
one.
remember what my one is.
Your one's quite happy.
My one's light. My one was light until
your
this
one's
chat
really
started.
light. Yeah. So basically, we'll move on to the topic. So this is the first one, which is Gio's question. So you want to take it away?
This is quite funny. I want to really go over every company's sort of best work, or what we can discuss really as their what would people suggest are their three best pieces. It's quite hard with XM to pick three because they make a lot of showcase, show-stopping sort of pieces. So it was quite hard to actually think of. And I found that when I asked people, they seem to pick a piece from every line that they collect. So if you're like a Transformers guy, that you pick Grimlock or Starscream or something like that, which is a fucking good shout because Grimlock looks mightily impressive to me.
Grimlock
really impressive. It's really impressive work. It looks very nice. Yeah. Other people that collect in the sort of the DC sort of samurai line are all like, the Shogun, which obviously you could probably answer for. Other people, sort of OG more collectors, or talk about pieces that came out and were like maybe 500-600 quid to buy, and now are selling for 3K. So pieces like Magneto on Throne, or even the Hulkbuster, for example.
What's your incredible
piece? It's really hard.
Like literally, if someone said to you, "You've got no collection," a tragic accident, or you had to sell them all, you're allowed to get with the insurance money. You get 3XM.
I can't look at it like that because my preface settings already exist. So I would buy things that I already have because they're my taste. So the best way to look at it is like purely objectively, what are the most impressive pieces I've ever seen? And I would probably say the Sentinel diorama is an incredible piece of work. Like just an incredible bit of engineering and design and brave. So ball breaking. No major company's ever made a piece like that. Ever. In the history of it, no one has ever made a statue like that ever in their life.
Yeah.
So I would say that one. I would say that definitely would be in there for me. Then I'd probably have to pick like a samurai line piece because again, it's an original IP. It's designed from scratch. I really can admire that kind of work. So I'd probably say that the Shogun on the horse.
Yeah,
I think that is a fucking unbelievable bit of work as well, and it's a fantastic design, and just the whole art direction of it is stunning. So probably that. They're all pieces I don't own, by the way. They're probably all pieces I don't own. I could pick Magneto. It's too easy for me to do that because I own it, and it sells for stupid money versus Wacom. That's one of their first pieces. It made Throne pieces popular. It basically made Throne. What we see now is probably about 10 customs a year on Thrones, and probably one major company making them on Throne every year since Magneto came out. So they started all of that. So I could argue that, but
Doom came out before that, but then they
no one gave a shit though.
No one
gave a shit.
Fire, didn't they? So yeah,
no one gave a shit about it. Doom came out and nobody really gave a shit about Throne pieces. Really, Doom was the standout. Nobody really started mimicking, copying, or doing any of that. So,
I mean, if I was to choose three, which would be like a mass decision of these,
I think Ghostwriter might be up there as well.
Okay, I'd probably say Hulkbuster.
That's a great shout.
I would say Sanity. Sorry, no, not Sanity. Sorry, Samurai. So Shogun, sorry, that one. So Shogun on horse. And then I would say probably the Justice League diorama as like wow pieces.
So not the X-Men one?
No.
You're crazy.
You're
fucking crazy. I remember you when you saw that X-Men one and you looked like you literally had a shit in your mouth. There's no way.
Well, that's you're forgetting. Ben told me if I could like find space for it, he'd send it to me, and he never did.
That's rubbish.
But if I was to choose 3 for myself,
Justice League one's very nice.
That'd be totally different. I wouldn't choose the big pieces.
I wouldn't pick any of them. Like the Transformers, Grimlock might be one of my choices as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Soundwave hasn't been released yet, like in hand. But I still really like the kind of. I love the Weapon X piece. I really like that as a piece. I don't care what it sells for or whatever else. I really like it as a piece. I do like the Hulk transformation.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another crazy piece.
So I'd probably go for personal collection without any kind of value, or doesn't matter.
That's a different top 3.
If I can get it or not, it doesn't matter how much it costs. You could
go on, go. Let's do that. Do your 3 if you were going to just buy them for you.
If I was going to buy them for me, and it's not about every piece is worth the same. Every piece costs the same.
Come on, ease up with the PC shit. Just give me your answer.
I'd probably go Weapon X. I'd probably go possibly Hulk transformation, and possibly. I mean, I do think that Hulkbuster is probably one of the best out of all of them.
Hulkbuster's a crazy piece, man.
So again, nice
I think if I was to put Hulkbuster against any quarter scale piece made, I think it would win.
Yeah.
If I took them both out and was like, what's the better piece? I don't think I could find something that could beat it.
We've got a lot of lists.
Really fucking hard.
We've got a lot of lists. Let's just click some of these while we are discussing this.
I like to hear what people's opinions are. The whole point of these questions is that everyone gets involved.
No. There's a lot of comments here, other than Brendan chatting me up. Where are we? So yeah, Daniel Bell, Weapon X. I haven't seen a single bad review for it because CM tried something new, the sweat, and it worked. It came out really well. There was a lot of tests on that went wrong though. A lot of tests on that. It went very yellow and whatever else. Ghostwriter, Hulk transformation, Batman Sanity, strong list there. Mark. He's got your thumbnail there. Look. Etsy, you can't take bias out. There's no objective in statue collecting as art. Objectivity, sorry. Justice League versus Darkseid is impressive in person.
Yeah, it's very much.
I even like the bronze version, to be honest with you. Brendan, that's not true. I have autism. And I was thinking of, for a good example, and here you go, getting my haircut is hard for me. If people have more awareness, they would know why. Okay.
Fair play to you, son. Fair play. Standing up and having speaking. Because I mean, I know I've had a couple of people that I've worked with in my gym who have had some problems themselves. So I know it's a fucking tough thing. Even just wrapping someone's hands is I have to do it a certain way, which is wrong, but it's the only way they'll let me do it. So I know exactly what you mean.
Samurai Harleys are super underrated, especially the helmet portrait no one else likes. I don't like that. That's the worst head of the 3. Hulk transformation.
I don't like that statue Phoenix, at all. Actually, you shouldn't even have read that. That was a fucking terrible example.
Well, everyone's got to have their say. It's not just about you.
Nah, stupid.
I don't have an XM statue yet. By the
way,
get
the fuck out of it. You bum. You fucking bum.
Hulkbuster, Shogun on Stallion, and Ghost Rider. Yep, strong list. Sideshow, Digisaurus took years, more than 100 edition size, and it almost sold out already. We should have sold out quicker. I think they just found more, didn't they? They did the that thing where they said they've got old stuff in stock, and they found. Could Warbuster make the list?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Maybe. You'll be the judge of that. Grimlock, Starscream, Shogun, nice list. Divide and conquer is what they say, and is what they want. Yeah, definitely. Matt, no, okay, we're not going to go into it again. Sorry. Summer of Vespa came out. They took the look of the 947, which is a very nice scooter. I like the Harley. Hulkbuster has to be one of the top 3 of XM Easy. It's just so intricate.
Yeah, I'd have thought so.
So intricate. I do like the Ghost Rider, but then there's elements of the intricacy of the Hulkbuster just takes it, blows it away.
The thing is, Ghost Rider changed the game.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider changed what was possible. When Ghost Rider came out, we were having, for a fucking majority, was Captain Morgan statue onto base, couple of base adders, cape, head, hands. That was it. Nobody was making statues like that. Like literally a massive bike and one half of it's connected, the other half's up in the fucking air, flames everywhere, all over the place. Yeah. Leather jacket. Nah, you got no fucking idea.
Got a super chat there. So yeah, how's it going? Thanks, love you guys. Had a long day in the kitchen today, boys. Happy to come home with cold beer and watch you lads watching Venom tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it, Liam.
God bless, man. Well. Thank you for sharing that hard-earned money with us as well. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you for paying your fucking bill after about 6 months.
The thing is that I remember the time, you know, I try very hard to try and remember things when they're important, because we have a tendency to move past times and just think and put the standard of today on everything that's before it. It's like, now, this is where we are now. That's okay. It's okay. But... Yeah. And I remember with Ghostwriter that every piece that was coming out was like museum pose basic things. And that piece came out and I was like, what the fuck is that? What is, you know, and people are like, oh, I don't like the orange and I don't like this kind of paint. But I was just like, what are they doing over there? What are they making, these guys?
Mysterio, no one's ever tried to, even tried to bother to beat it. Scorpion, Unreal Detail, Iron Fist,
very
nice. Powerful.
Yeah, good choices. I mean, and they're more basic statues in terms of how they're. Yeah, maybe. I still think. Iron Fist is a big deal. Yeah, good shout. But maybe the other two are more sort of. I mean, Moon Knight would be on that for me as well, for just workmanship too. Very nice piece.
Let me get through these quickly, and then we'll go to the next topic. So the real McCoy, Starscream, Hulkbuster, Ghostwriter, Sucker Von Further, Bring the Water, very popular. Don't rate it. Never buy anything for the Samurai line since I've no attachment. But there's some cool. Hardy's the best.
Yeah,
she's not, but yeah. Waiting on my Martian Manhunter reveal. Keep waiting. Hulk transformation is the one statue I would keep if I had to have one.
That's Bobby, a good shout.
She-Hulk. Yeah.
I turned that into a really nice piece, man. I made a really. I switched that around quite nicely. That piece.
Sentinel Dio, Justice League, Bronze, and Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster, Dark Phoenix, and Hulk Transformation. Absolutely love the XM Doc Ock, Green Goblin, wonderful pieces. Venom 2 is a good flick. Yeah. Joker by Lee, I feel will change the game. Yeah, it's a very nice piece. Good morning, Facebook user. There we go. So let's just go on to the next topic. Otherwise, this will go on for a long time. So the next topic is going to be where are we? So banner, and we're going to go on to that one. So this is going to be mixed media versus fully sculpted, and pros and cons, really. So, I mean, the obvious kind of arguments for, so we talk about mixed media first. Obviously, with mixed media, you can have a bit more, with a movie piece, I think it does work a bit better. With some people like capes with the wires, some people don't. Then you also have to consider certain countries with high humidity. When you have the PU leather, it will just flake to pieces. On like Lobo, I saw 4 of those in Philippines were flaked. So I guess with the mixed media, if you're in a climate controlled area, then it can work. But if you're not, then fully sculpted may be the way. But then certain elements are harder to do fully sculpted. So it's a bit, half and half really. It's hard to choose. Also, from a production point of view, the mixed media is cheaper than doing fully sculpted. So yeah, that's another point. And also, if you do the media well, it's going to cover up a lot of stuff that you. If you look at some of the older pieces, it's just like Boba Fett. It's just like a doll underneath, So
yeah,
less work, cheaper, less floors, less chance of breakage, So I don't know what do you think about mixed media? I mean, again, we're in a real beneficial situation with the fact that we are in a country where the temperature's fine. we have very low humidity, and the climate control for us is pretty good.
I think for certain characters, there's certain heavy materials that you can't replicate in sculpt yet.
Yeah.
I don't think that heavy jackets, suit coats, things like that, big outdoor winter coats, I don't think trousers are even done very well, to be honest with you. I think true material is, a good cut and sew is not you can't replicate it. You can't make it look like it's like that. They look almost 2D in the way that they're done.
Yeah.
They look like a drawing for me. So yeah, I mean, the whole thing of hating mixed media because you live in a country that can't support it is unfortunate. But you're just explaining the level of your bias. You're not going to want it because your country can't support it, which is just unfortunate shit. Or you have to pay shitloads of money to sort of sort your room and get it acclimatized, which is just fucking sucks. And I completely agree with that. But as an argument to say fully sculpted is better is flawed. It's a flawed argument from the start. I think that capes that are mixed media also have the benefit of being moldable into different directions. I also think that they do not weigh the statue down because it is a problem. I mean, we are getting a lot.
Hush.
Yeah, and Superman Prima Forma OG, you have that. You have lots of them. Batman, there's lots of them. There's lots of problems in all of them. I mean, I have Moon Knight and XM Black Panther. And they were very, very light. But what the materials were incredible. What they use. Yeah. So it's getting better in that regard for capes and things. So maybe we're on an upward curve of that. But yeah, I mean, I really, But then if you're talking about, someone, this wearing a suit like Thanos is, or Iron Man is, or Spider-Man is, anything that doesn't require sort of heavy coats and jackets and trousers and shit, you don't need any mixed media at all of any kind. So we're quite blessed as comic book collectors because a lot of their stuff is like fucking pajamas.
Yeah,
a lot of them
we saw that
with
the
skin-tight stuff.
Some of the older pieces, when you see the old Spider-Man, he looks like he's wearing pajamas. You see the older Wolverines. Well, I think it still works, but it could be better. It could be better.
Definitely.
And some of them, I mean, like the Joker, the Sideshow Joker,
I mean,
original one is really nice. Even the Ledger Joker's clothing is really nice. The Sideshow one.
To me, that recent Superman where he's busting open the shirt, I mean, that's fucking incredible. Yeah, that amazing, beautiful sculpt underneath. They're fantastic. And then they've got that good cut and sew going on. He's ripping the shirt, his things open, he's wearing trousers. That's just a stunning piece of work where you get both of those things right. I think you can't replicate, you can't beat that. When you get it right, you really get it right. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, in both ways. Sometimes there's stuff where, I think do you remember?
He's agreeing with me. Haha. First one.
Well, no, actually, he said it before you did.
Fuck you, Joe.
So basically, you remember, the Iron Studios Captain America, where it was sculpted, and we were looking at it, thinking, "Nah, it's material." We kept touching it.
It was almost like Kevlar, though, wasn't it? The material style was a bit like Kevlar.
Yeah, but it was done really, really well. I'm always going to pick up a sculpted cape, not saying mixed media doesn't have a place and time, but sculpted capes usually flow with the statue better. I always notice a mixed media cape. Depends who does it. When George does my stuff, it looks pretty good. I can't do it, though.
That's a nice compliment, man. Thanks.
Yeah, don't get used to it. But extreme majority, I vote sculpted. It looks more organic. I feel fabric distracts. Well, I mean, you have to look at stuff as well. Look at the Sideshow Rogue. Look at her jacket. It was done so. Amazing. Some of them, when they're done well, they're done really well. So
really, really well.
Look at the old Lobo. Again, if you're not in the Philippines or somewhere like that, then you'll be all right. But in my one is mid still.
Mine too.
But then again, I do have the Terminator Police Shootout, and his one is sticking to the guns, sticking to his neck, sticking to his wrist. So it depends on the piece and how they've done it. What's this? Ryan, Vegan Tech. Mixed media can look like a doll. some like the nun woman thingy look like a doll dress with a I mean, it depends on the piece, and I do think it really depends on the piece. I think with half scale stuff, I don't know.
Yeah,
if you have a
I am a fan of it.
Yeah,
I am a fan of it. I don't know if there's an exclusive on it. I don't think there is with the new Storm.
No, there's not.
But I mean, as far as the statue goes, like it's a very nice Storm. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Looks very nice. Yeah. Mixed media sucks for non-artistic people like me who can't pose a cape with life dependent on it. Neither can I, but like what I do is I leave it really bad, like purposely bad. And I do it because I know that when George comes over, he can't handle it. He literally cannot handle it.
No.
I literally, do you know what I did with my cable? I got a custom cape sent to me for cable. I literally put the fucking cape over his head. I just like thought, fucking George was. I just literally put the cape over his head. He always looked like Michael Myers in the first Halloween. I just needed the glass over the top of him, you know. Yeah,
I remember that.
I have a lot of both. If I had to choose, fully sculpted would be my go-to. There are some amazing sections. Those recent Superman Call to Action Sideshow pieces so well handled. It's a beautiful piece, and I actually am very tempted to pick up. Fabric elements are a massive deal breaker for me. It's akin to wrapping the Venus de Milo in a bed sheet wrong. Yeah,
that's it. But you can see how passionate people are. It's a good discussion.
Yeah. I think,
and it's funny how violently people go the other way.
Back in 2 seconds.
Oh, where's he gone now? I think with that sort of thing, it's quite funny because you don't like with just picking the 3 pieces or whatever with XM, you get sort of a similarity. But with that discussion, you just go either way. I think it's nobody really meets in the middle unless you're probably from the UK or from a country that can handle it. But other places, it's definitely one way or the other. And I got some nice sculpted capes in here, and I've got but there's other parts like the cable cape, the custom one that I've got for the XM one, man. That is some heavy duty. That's a proper That is a proper what you believe he would be wearing, sort of in the fucking you know what I mean, to keep the dust
like
and the shit off him. It's really thick and heavy.
Yeah. Starscream sculpted cape. It looks amazing. Yeah.
It does. It's a nice.
Yeah.
Some of them look like fucking blobs of ice cream, though. Did not find that.
Yeah.
Some of them look shit.
Liba Joker clothing can show how sculpted. Yeah, that's done really, 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 really well.
I also think that the scale on that helps, though, a little bit. The smaller you go with that, the harder it starts to get. 1/3 is a little bit.
Studios Thor sculpted cape weighs a ton. I bet it does.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I had the call to action piece. I love it.
Great piece.
As a doll, not a statue. Plain fabric turns into a doll. Yeah. Dolls are posable like hot toys. Geo, let you know it's Thursday.
Fuck you.
It's Thursday.
Sent me a message yesterday going, you're doing it. He goes, sent me a message. I was having a shit, right, on the toilet. And I'm looking at my phone. He's like, send me a message. And he goes, like, I take it you're not doing the chat tonight. I responded with, since we don't do them on Tuesdays, no, we're not. And he went to me, it's Wednesday. I was like, what? He's like, it's Wednesday. I was like, oh, fuck, I've lost the whole day again. It's the whole fucking day.
But that's the worst thing, is when you're trying to, have a go at someone a bit and you fuck up during that. That's the worst thing as well.
Yeah, I was just a bit like, fuck off, you idiot. It's Tuesday. Leave me the fuck alone to have his shit in peace. And don't fucking pressure me. And then it was like, when he was like, it's Wednesday, I actually went on my phone and looked at the fucking date. I was like, oh, fuck, I've lost the whole fucking day. Terrible.
God. All right, let's go on to the last one of these.
I literally thought it was Tuesday all the way up until about 9:30 last night. And then I was like, oh, my God, tomorrow's Thursday.
This is then the group question. So this is about are shipping costs and price hikes killing the hobby for most?
Yeah.
Well, it's just
simple. It's a simple answer. I think it's gone up 3-4 fold. Like, that's a lot of an increase. We used to get cross when it went from being like $40 to like fucking 80, 60 or $80. I mean, that's like doubling its money, but this is like gone up 4 or 5 times. People, the shipping prices are more expensive than the statues. And I'm getting that.
The thingy was $1,700 to ship, wasn't it? The Skull Knight on horse. But it's a massive piece. It is 4 massive boxes, but it was $1,700 just the shipping, which is ridiculous.
So what's that like?
Sort of like boxes.
17. So what's that like? $425. Yeah.
$1,450 for the lot to ship pounds. So
wow,
it's a lot of money, man. It's so much.
I mean, that's a hard one because that's like 4 boxes. Let's talk about what like real shipping, like just like a box costs at the moment. I mean, even on eBay, for example, you know, it's like really expensive. Like getting stuff shipped from like the US or something, it's well expensive. Yeah. I was chatting to some guy about like, you know, Iron Studios Punisher because I wanted it, and he had it at a fairly decent price. I was happy to pay it. As soon as guy was going online and finding shipping prices for me, and they were more expensive than the statue.
Yeah.
His shipping prices were like almost the same price. I was like, that can't be right. It's just one fucking box. I said, like, what's happening here? The guy fucking put it on his shoulder and skateboarding it to my fucking house. How does it cost that much money?
Yeah, it's cheaper to go over there, fly to there and fly back, but you can't at the moment.
You're better off with it.
But you can't at the moment. That's the issue.
1st of November for the US.
Oh, is it?
1st of November. That's why the Fury fight had no English fans other than people that lived there. So, yeah. It's 1st of November they allowed to travel, international travel, apparently.
Well, I mean, there are actual points as well to why some of the price hikes have happened. I mean, the material costs.
Tell me.
Material costs have gone up by 30%. So that is an element of that in there. When you buy,
but what's that got to do with shipping prices?
The question is, are shipping costs and price hikes killing the hobby for most?
I'm concentrating on shipping really rather than anything else.
Well, the price hike is in the question. So that's
maybe
going on to that. Should I finish my answer?
But are they a lot higher though? Really, like statue wise, are they?
Well,
I don't think XMs has moved. I don't think XMs has moved much.
Not much, but like they you know, you have to kind of work out things. There are other savings that got across the board, but you know, so at the moment you'll have the material costs have gone up by 30%. The factory labor costs have gone up by quite a lot. Also, what's happened in China is they've said, well, because of CO2 emissions, you used to be able to have the factory running 24 hours a day. Now you can only do it like 3 days a week at these times, stuff like that. So there's a lot of restrictions in place, which delays a lot of things. So then, staffing costs went up by 30% as well. There's just so many factors that have come in behind the scenes. So they all, take a hit on it. But then also, I guess there's been, because of no conventions for nearly 2 years, then they've saved money on doing that, but then they've had to pay money on other sort of like marketing options. So there's a lot of like things that have been moved around, and a lot of other ideas have been used, but overall the cost per unit has gone up from the factory, but easily. So
why have the shipping prices gone so high?
Well, they just blame COVID and they blame the shipping containers and all that stuff, don't they? There's all these issues with shipping containers, and there's all those like shipping containers off the coast of California, isn't there? And there's like loads of them, and the cranes are not bringing them in. They say that there's a lack of drivers to take them away, like truck drivers, but apparently there's like hordes of truck drivers waiting for work, but the cranes are not bringing them in. So I don't know. I don't know where.
It's a great thing about a blame culture, isn't it? As you can always just blame something. It's funny.
Well, that's the thing.
The shipping thing has gone a bit too crazy.
I do hope that, like, in, let's just say 5 years' time, everything's settled, everything's back to normal. I do hope that they do investigate some of the big companies on whether they have taken the piss with COVID and said, we charging you this for COVID or that for COVID.
I can't go out for fucking dinner and have a fucking warm meal without COVID being blamed. There's nothing everything that goes wrong, that now is either human error or a problem of some kind that we used to just get on with back in the day and be like, yeah, sorry about that, I've burnt that. It's like now, because of COVID, you know, the ovens fucked. It's like hilarious. It's like hilarious for everything. I had some geezer in the gym today tell me, but because of COVID, I need to bring my son's card in to the gym.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's COVID got to do with that? He's just like, just looking at me like that obviously that excuse has just like been swallowed by 97% of people he's told.
People won't question it half the time, will they?
What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
He just looked at me like for about 30 seconds and he was dying inside. I'm in the swimming pool with my son. But what's that got to do with anything? What the fuck has COVID got to do with anything? And he's just like, I was just a bit like, oh, fuck.
I'll let you in this time, but next time.
Well, the thing is they have these automatic doors in there, right? So when I go in and I use my thing, the door's open. But I have my son who's like 3 years old. So what am I meant to do? Scan his card in, let him go in front of me on his own?
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy? Or what? Am I meant to go first and leave him behind? So this is what I said to this guy. He's like, because of COVID, we've been instructed. I said, I don't give a fuck what COVID's told you. I don't care. I said, answer the question. Do you want me to scan my son in and let him walk into the facility while I'm trying to get in behind him, or do you want me to go first and leave him out by the door? Which way do you want it to work? I said, because I'm not doing either. So give me a way round that safely I can do that without my son literally just wandering off while I'm like, can you imagine if I like scan him in and doors open and I have a problem with my card and he's like, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But at least he's scanned in now. At least he's scanned in. Fucking idiots.
Got one thing on record of him. Okay, let's move on again. So, looking at that. So we're just going to move on now to the actual images. So
good. Let's go. How many do we have?
467.
You're joking.
No. Is that why you were talking long? Because you thought there weren't many?
Yeah.
There's 199.
That's fine. Fucking awesome.
All right, so here we go. Branding. Here you go.
Yeah, so these are the production shots of the dark side that's came in, which I really am not liking at all, to be honest. I also don't like the fact that what Sideshow do is they remove all the prototype pictures from the piece that was been on show for ages and then replace them with these, which is I find a little bit. I find that annoying. I mean, look at the detail that's lost in the sculpt there across the. I mean, what is that grey shit that's up around the glove? Where's all that?
Oh,
so you've got this
like a weird light effect.
You've got this Cheeto situation going on, which a lot of people don't like. It looks a little bit more orange than it was red last time. But there's this weird grey that's now on the blue that I don't understand what it's doing there. Because it's the same fucking grey as his arm. So why is it there? It's not orange, it's like a grey. And it's on all the edges of the... I mean, that's washed as well. Look at all the cracks that have gone. And all the detailing that's in the bicep and stuff. I mean, it just looks... What's happened there? Look at that, it's been washed, that whole bicep. A beautiful Martin Canal sculpt. This is literally, they've thrown paint at it.
Yeah.
You know, go into the, you know, I mean, look at that. Look what they did to the back of his arm. It's just like, what is that? A big fat man's arm? What happened to the tricep? What happened to the fucking tricep that was there? That just looks horrible. It really does. Skin tones on this, they look dark as well. It should be lighter than this. Not happy with this at all. I think this looks real crap. And go zoom in on his like little skirt thing.
His tutu.
You can, go into his little tutu. What's that? They've done it again. Look at the grey edges that is from his skin that look like overspray.
Yeah, it does
it's all
overspray.
over.
They did
that
like
overspray.
Apocalypse as well, didn't they? The overspray.
Yeah, they've just like, what is that? The fuck is that?
Hopefully it's light.
Doesn't look like it's light out. It looks like the grey from his body has been used for the creases and areas around the bottom.
Oh, there you go. I've got that one. Look at that.
Oh, my.
Looks like he's been fucking rolling in the snow, doesn't it?
But I don't understand why that's there.
Yeah, that's really bad on that picture.
His belt is now really dark, a little bit darker than it should be. It's too dark. That looks a little, that looks, the Omega sign, I'm gonna have to get this repainted. I really like the sculpt, but I really think the factory paint on this is shit. I'm so disappointed with this paint. Base looks shit now. Thank you. Just really disappointing. This is a real bad factory job. This is.
The same guy who did the paint on the Apocalypse. Someone said.
Yeah, they're not wrong, man.
How long would Geo last at QC at Sideshow?
I'd be, how long would they last? They'd be the ones that'd be in trouble.
Apparently, I'm going to have to go back to the images. I have Darkside coming in. Someone mentioned the other day his thumb looks like a knob, and I can't unsee it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, go.
Is it going to be this one or? Is it that one or is it going to be the other side?
That's a little bit like a little penis, isn't it?
Little choid. Or is it that one? Oh no, yeah, look. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it, look.
Little cock out, little cock.
Oh man. Darkside cock for a thumb.
Yes. I'm really not happy with this paint up at all. I think this is a really bad job. I have to say that. Go into the back as well. If you close up on that hand that's behind him, it's just a big fucking blob of mess and all.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. What the
looks
fuck
like
is
that guy
that?
who lives in the trapdoor, doesn't it? But
it's a horrible paint. That's a really bad job. I think this might be one of the worst painted pieces out of Sideshow recently. I think this is a really shocking shocker from these pictures. I'm going to be getting this in. I'll be taking pictures of it, but I've already pulled my painter to one side and said I'm going to need him to fix this fucking mess. And when he saw these pictures, he thought it was a joke. He was like, really? And I was like, mate, honestly, that's what they're saying. He was like, mate, it looks like shit. I was like, yeah, I know.
Nah, we saw it now, Stuart. Yeah. He's saying this from the other side. Yeah, we saw it. Okay, so this goes up for pre-order tomorrow. So this is just a reminder. Sarah Connor comes up for pre-order on Darkside Collectibles. Aneri Creations, also the Ryu as well. Ryu comes up for pre-order tomorrow as well, both on the same day, same time, 5 o'clock UK time. Aneri Creations put up the Robocop for pre-order, and it sold out straight away. So my problem with this is even though
similar.
It looks better, it does look better than the PCS one, but it just doesn't look enough different for the price high.
I actually prefer. I'm going to say this is going to be shocking, but I actually prefer the pose of the Pop Culture Shock one.
I don't agree.
I like the more chest up and the more of the turn, because it reminds me. There's this bit in the. I think it's in the factory bit where he does that, and I just like that better.
It goes like that, and then he kind of goes like that, and then he kind of goes
up. Exactly. Yeah. He sort of goes like that. He got a whole chest opens up, and all the mechanics like that. Yeah. So for me, I mean, definitely paint application looks better here. On this, I think overall, I do
think this one looks better. I do think the
still a bit stiff and wooden now.
But he is. I
but I prefer
the face is better. He's got like a silicone face on him. I do think elements of it are better. I do prefer the base of the PCS one though, with the OCP thing on the base.
Yeah, they're a bit annoying though that they don't ever change anything pose wise. It's always the arm is either bent or it's straight. Really, they don't really do anything else.
Yeah. I like it. I like
the colour scheme on it. I really like the paint on it. The paint on it, I really like.
I like it. I think it's a great piece. But
PCS one had that paint on it. It'd be better.
Of course. Then you got the Kratos and Atreus Valkyrie Arbor Set. This is coming up for pre-order. Actually, already up for pre-order. So you've just got Prime One. This is a variant.
Oh, okay.
So you got the axe version, and then you get like all the switch outs. So it comes with like 3 heads. It comes with the Blades of Chaos. It comes with a light up on the head. What's the head called? Do you remember?
What head?
Their head they carry around that talks to them.
Oh, it's something.
Okay.
Something. No, it's gone.
So you got the
Amir.
axe. Is it Amir?
Mimir. Yeah.
Mimir. Okay. Yeah. So you got him there. Yeah, Mimir. Mark Carlin coming there with it just before you. So you got the different switch outs there, which are not really that different, really, just the mouth part, isn't it?
You could do one of them being gone, really. To be honest.
Easily get rid of the mouth closed one. So you got the Blades of Chaos, you got the axe. So this is 62 high, 52 deep, and 54.1 wide.
So in inches?
Centimeters.
Okay, good. That's pretty cool.
Scale. Score scale.
That's cool, yeah. That's cool.
So that's that. Got the Prince Purple Rain. So
I would
is
die for you.
This is the PCS 1/6 scale. This is just a variant. Bring the water. This is a variant, basically. So, instead of buying Darkside and having it repainted, just don't buy it if you just like it to that extent. That's why I stuck up on Inferno.
Why would I do that when I like the sculpt? And the prototype paint was very nice.
Yeah.
And I have a painter. I like the sculpt. The sculpt is the most important thing on any for me on any statue, because I have somebody who is a very good painter. That now I'll have to fix it. There was always the risk that the paint on that piece was going to be bad because their first dark side was shit, and I think it's gone to the same bloody place it did their first one. So I think they think it's a simple paint application that is very easy to do because it's quite a plain design. But you can see by what they've produced, it's just not good enough. And it ain't good enough. Sculpt deserved a lot better than that. Martin Canal's sculpt deserved a lot better than that.
My 2 cents, wait until you get Darkseid in. People were flipping out about the first pics of the new 52 Batman because the paint job was poor, but it was paint job was poor pics. When mine arrived, 0 paint issues. Yeah, but you got to remember these are the Sideshow.
Yeah, that's the problem. Shots. This ain't a collector's hands.
Yeah.
They're the professional shots. It's gonna if it looks worse than what they've given me, I'm gonna be even in more trouble. But I think that's as good as it's ever gonna look. Hopefully, I get the only thing I can hope for, because they are individually painted, is that I get a good one. But it doesn't look great. This is pretty cool. That's actually pretty nice. Like that piece.
Yeah,
I'm not. I mean, I'm not a big Prince fan, but I remember Purple Rain. That looks pretty right to me. This is horrible, but yeah.
This is then the Wolverine. Is this by Franco as well? Because I know Franco's done some stuff.
I have no idea who. I don't know.
I think the face looks too bloated. The suit, the pose is just really weird for this, and I don't know, man. It don't look right. Psycho Power really looks peculiar. I can't put my finger on what it is, but something just looks off and out of place for it. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. It's just the build is weird, isn't it? Is it me? I don't know.
I think it's horrible. It's probably one of the worst Wolverines I've ever seen.
It's like a statue from 2014, like a custom from 2014.
I think it's a horrible piece. I don't like the pose on it. I don't like the body proportions on it. I don't like his big bulbous head. I don't like its overly long blade.
Liam, you dickhead. We read your comment. And we said cheers, and then we spoke about it for like 5 minutes. So we did read out your comment.
What's this problem now?
You say we're not reading his super chat. We read his fucking super
What was it? What did it say?
We didn't
about that. Oh yeah, no, I remember it.
Yeah, we did, because he said about being in the kitchen all day, and he's going to see Venom tomorrow. We did read that.
And they said it's a good. They said it's a good flick. Somebody said Venom 2 is a good flick. I remember.
Yeah, fuck nugget. Thor Gunderson just
send another £4.50. Read that shit out twice, you fucking moron.
There you go. So this is 24 inches by 19.75 by 14.75, and
sculpt is soft as well.
Yeah,
it's all soft around that middle, soft around his chest. Just weird looking, horrible looking piece. A horrible
someone
piece.
Wearing it. It's like a weird person wearing like a muscle suit, like a Halloween outfit.
The problem is as well is the pose is so strange that it looks like terrible from like 85% of the angles.
Yeah.
It's like they could get him with a teeth out.
Ain't good, man. This is the Ghostwriter Diorama.
That looks nice.
We spoke about last week. One of the reasons why I put this here is because
that's the belly. That's wicked. That is that Rocksteady is wicked.
Yeah, slow down, cowboy. This is 1/6 scale, so it doesn't actually go with their other turtle pieces they've just released.
Shut up, really?
Yeah. This is a 1/6 scale figure. So unless that's an error, this
why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Because they've got the shredder behind, so I don't know whether this is an error.
That must be wrong. Because
why
would they have
make any sense to make them all? Someone's right here. Emperor Zerg is saying it's 1/4. Well, 4. No, it's 1/4. But for some reason, when I was looking on Sideshow, I saw that, and I was just like, "Oh man, really? They fucked that up, didn't they?" Oh, it's been labelled wrong. Okay, yeah, all right. Because I saw that, and I was just like, "Oh, come on, man."
That's I really like that.
That would be a well stupid mistake. Yeah, it looks great. This was me because of my nose, and then you're the little pink guy because of the eyes. Because of the eyes.
And the stupid haircut. Yeah. We are definitely Bebop and Rocksteady for sure.
Yeah, well, it beats being fucking Bert and Ernie and things like that. Yeah.
Ebert.
Bert's well abusive, man. He's well abusive.
As you, Ebert.
That's the Geo hand. This is then XM Studios. We're doing the fandom, so this is going to be the kind of reveals we're going to do for that. I think it's tomorrow. So this is the White Knights Batcycle edition. This is only going to be done in 1/4 scale because of licensing. We can't do this in 1/6, unfortunately, at the moment. Hopefully, we can in the future. They're going to do the Red Hood Samurai edition as well. That's going to be shown, and then obviously we showed some images today. You'll see the rest tomorrow. Dark Knight Returns. Unfortunately, we couldn't show the rifle. It kept getting taken down, so we couldn't show that. Facebook was well on it, really on it.
But don't we share it here?
I've got it. Don't worry. So this is the 10th, so 16th. So sorry, that's not tomorrow's the Saturday. Okay, so I've got those again. This is then the pieces which Sang had to sign off. So you got the Apocalypse painted. You got the Courage behind there. You got
Sang to not sign off that Apocalypse for about 3 months.
Well, yeah, you're going to need to pay for your thingy soon, aren't you? Get that shipped out.
I'm leaving them all there.
I think they're changing their policies.
No, I'm leaving.
They're changing their policy. They are. They're on their emails now. It says if you don't collect it by this date, you pay $5 a day.
Shit! How long? What's the date?
I don't know. Like tomorrow. I think it's like 23rd or 24th or something.
Of what? Each month?
No, October.
Oh.
Well, because anyway, we fucked up on that one because you should have sent your one to the person. Should have sent your one to the person and kept my one, and it would have been fine. Or just send Ben an email and say, "Can you look after it?"
All right.
Yeah. So that's the This is the Miller.
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns. So you got this. So this is the one of the versions. So this is 72 high, 48 deep, and 49 wide. This is for the 1/4 scale version. And this is then the 1/6 scale version. So this comes in 2 scales. And this is going to be the case for all of the 1/4 scale pieces that we've done from the classic line are going to be in both scales. So the ones that are going to be already come out are going to be made smaller. So this is 48 high, 32 deep, 32.7 wide. Yeah, Cole's having a bit of it as well. Paint looks horrible on the Apocalypse. Need 3 more months delay for that paint rework before shipping. Why not show? These were teasers, Power Team. These were just teasers to put up like the day before just to get people talking about it. So that's what they were. Well, never mind. There it is. Yeah, that was the case. So they're all like teasers we put out just to generate interest. So yeah, these are the renders, and I do think some of these have been rushed out a little bit for the fandom because some of these areas of the abdomen don't look right. So this is still an early, early thing. This is just to get out for the fandom. So there is still a lot of work going into these. Don't worry. Don't worry.
There's a
still
fucking gun.
Days. Well, chill ya. There's the belt and stuff there, and then the gun is going to be here, like that.
Or is it going to be on his hand?
Yeah, in his.
Oh, up over the cape. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's up there. Okay.
Yeah. So again, we got everything got taken down that we posted. This is just a test. This is a tease of the cheetah, and just to show that the teeth and things, all that on there.
What's her name? Is it Chitara or is that no? That's Thundercats. I don't know.
No, Chitara. Yeah, Chitara is Thundercats.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chitara. This then is the Lobo. I think we showed this last week, but I'll show it again. Maestro. And yeah, they've been doing some like tests. I don't know whether people have been seeing them, but there's some QC tests where they've got all the bases on the floor and you've got some guy jumping all over them.
What one was that for? That was for Ghostwriter, wasn't it?
Ghostwriter. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ghostwriter. But they also had one on the floor of Maestro as well. There's a big circle. It's about the size of the turntable, it looks like.
Shit.
My big one, the big motorized one.
Fuck.
Oh shit, I got a pack. Oh no, you're coming here. Don't worry. This is then something which they've just done today and showed people. These are little XM pin badges, which looks like a basketball championship ring. Yeah. Yeah, I think that what they should have done is just taken off all of this, taken away all of that stuff, all that busy stuff there, and then either have just this as black or silver, and then have the XM as the opposite of whatever it's not. That's what they should have done, because that's the kind of how the logo's always been. This kind of basketball thing's weird. Looks like a news channel. Red Hood, so yeah, there's a little tease there for Red Hood. Then also the Ultraman. So we've got Ultraman coming soon. Let's go with the Godzillas and things. This then is the White Knight, and this has actually had a lot of interest in this. I've had so many messages.
This out. Do you know the prices?
I don't know the price yet, but I've been asked like a lot of times, but I don't know the price. We're still working on the costings and how much we can.
How big is it?
Well, it's 111.8 centimeters wide. So it's like, what's that, like 40?
It's 111. Is that like a meter? That's over a meter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. It's like 34. Is that 34 inches? No.
Looks badass, though, man. Looks really cool.
111.7 divided by 2.54. So that's like 44 inches wide.
Shit.
Yeah.
So that's got a diagonal, that, man.
Oh yeah, that K-Paid Media as well. So that's sculpted. So that's you're going to be able to get away with that 5 centimeters at the end. That's on the switch out there. So you got the panels there where you can remove the panels. So you got like the weapons coming out, and you also got the fairing on the left and right side, so you can see parts of the engine. So there's all these details on there as well. That's the tease, which was meant to be first. That's the other side. Again, I don't know anything about this story, but it seems really, really popular. Like really popular. I've had more people contact me about this than anything else in the past. So
cool.
Yeah, same one. So yeah, it's just all these. Go through that. Looks great. Looks really nice.
It does. It does look really nice.
Really, again, another like centerpiece, another portfolio piece. This is
another showcase, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and you got a little light on the front there with a gargoyle holding the machine gun under there. Yeah, light up there. I'm assuming light up display. Yeah,
that's wicked.
There you go. Cool angle there.
Great art direction on this as well. Really good job.
This is going to be revealed very, very soon. So this is the war tank. This is going to be bigger than the Hulkbuster. Just to say, this is going to be the biggest 1/4 scale piece that XM's ever done. So yeah. So now we're on to the customs.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you good for time?
Yeah, go.
Made up some time there anyway, so you know that's not bad. So
okay, I've got 10 minutes to spare for a laugh. Let's see what's going on today. So many people making so much crap. It's I always look forward to this part.
This is a custom Batman. I don't know. That's the one. So then I mixed them two up, haven't I? Now, that's not going to be good because this one looks quite good.
Yeah, that one looks all right.
That one is another Sosa.
That's so shit.
It's Eric Sosa again, and it's just like
it's not. It isn't.
What? I mean, look at him. Why is he
the same stupid fucking
pose
as the Superman? It's the same body.
He's just like sticking his cock out in the air, isn't he?
Oh my god.
Bad.
The Recycle Sculpt King strikes again.
Everyone's going, oh my god, this is great. Who's making it? Who's making it? I'm like, what am I missing? He's got scoliosis, man. What's going on? The sculpt is so bad. He's on like, what was it, HRT or HTH or wherever he's on. But he's just like, oh man, it's so bad.
He's identifying as a pregnant woman by the way he's fucking standing.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
That is a horrible looking fucking sculpt, bro.
He's been using his phone too much, man. He's well got Technic. Jesus.
He's got a tiny pea head and all.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just
yeah, that's
I don't know what people see. I can't. I mean, is it based on a piece? Is there actually a comic this is based on? Stuart Murray? Is this like actually an artwork? I mean, his Kingdom Come was amazing. His Kingdom Come first edition was amazing, so nice. But he probably got someone else to sculpt it, but it was really nice. Yeah. Then you got like a King Carnage. I'm assuming this is from Absolute Carnage. You'll probably know more than me. This looks like a cake topper.
It's from a cover of something. I've seen this before on its cover.
Well, it looks like something that go on top of like a weird, like Halloween cake, you know, or like a weird candle. I don't know. Not a fan of this at all. No. There's too much red. There's no contrast between it. There's just too.
Nah, it's not for me.
Yeah, it's a bit messy. Not a fan of that at all. I did see a nice one where they had a switch out arm on a Spider-Man, which went from being like that, like him shooting his web like that, to his arm actually being like that and holding the camera.
Clever.
That was a really good switch out. The statue was shit, but the idea of the switch out was great. Then that's the sculpt there, which
that's still a render, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's still the kind of image of the sculpt. Yeah, looks like he's covering his crutch. It does there as well. It looks like he's got like a weird pair of panties on. I don't like it at all.
Not for me.
And in the back of it just looks like he's got some weird spaghetti thing going on.
It's like the Hive, isn't it?
Yeah. As that is the Galactus custom one. It's not too bad in some elements. I like the idea of him destroying the planet like that. Concept-wise, it's not terrible. The faces, that one's good. Too much like the Sideshow old one, though. But he's on tiptoes here. Yeah. Switch outs really drastically change it, which is good. But, yeah, okay. And then you got a yellow version, just for, I guess that's when he is powering up. Never really seen that, but yeah. Not something
a bit wooden and stiff about that, though, that one.
Yeah.
I don't think it transitions very well.
And then that one's been it's kind of like made into the way the concept's been done, like to look a bit better in it.
Yeah.
That is 107 centimeters tall.
Big.
Yeah, it's big. It's really big. Yeah, it's all right. It's nothing that it needs a lot of work still. They've got this based on Pirello art, which I think is from 798 or something.
I kind of like it, but you know what? I can't help but think that you want to get this and then get Sideshow's Black Panther and put them next to each other and have them both creeping down out of the house in the middle of the night. Because it just looks like he's like all creeping down the stairs.
Which Black Panther?
Sideshow one, the OG one.
Or with the safe?
Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You actually said Black Panther, not Black Cat. You said Black Panther, but you were thinking about Black Cat. No, it's the one where he's like, it's like Theo from the Cosby Show is creeping down the stairs, and this one looks a little bit like that as well. The hands and the thing. Just I think the because of the way he's stepping down like that, it looks like he's creeping.
Yeah,
I love this artwork though. I like it. I always thought it was Alex Ross.
Perella. No, it's Perella.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is actually my next piece, I believe.
That looks better.
That
looks a bit better, yeah. With the thing.
Well, that's his face a lot. This is the cover.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that base, to be honest. I'm just not feeling that base.
Well. There's a whole switch out base for this one.
Good. Let's have a look at the other one.
So that goes on to that. You also got the Excelsior graffitied onto the wall, which is a nice little Easter egg. And then you got that switch out base, which is not actually, you don't see him on that. It's got a whole glider base
that he sits on.
Stands.
Does he stand on that base?
Stand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better. I don't think the step down thing works at all. So that's a great shot.
Yeah. If it works, if it works, that's a great idea to have the two of them like that.
Yeah.
Really great, and then that's the artwork. So
yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of actually.
You're probably worth thinking of an Alex Ross one. Then this is John Stewart. I was going to say Captain America there. John Stewart Green Lantern. So big gun there. I like some of the construct stuff, but I do think actually there's a different way of doing it. So this one's got more the construct there, and then when it goes around, but I'm pretty sure there was one where it's actually touching his arm. It looked like, it's just the angle. Okay, don't worry. So I'm talking to myself here. Yeah, it looked like it was touching his arm. Okay,
it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah,
it's a bit leany, but different.
Someone says it's an addition. He stands on the glider. I thought it was just an additional add-on. Let's see why you would make it like that.
No, it doesn't make no sense. Looks to me like his back leg sits behind there and the front leg goes across. But like you turn him. See what I'm saying?
Oh, people are saying it's just an add-on in the back.
If it is,
that's a bit shit. Then.
That's a bit shit. Yeah. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I just think if you can engineer.
If he can't stand on it, what's the fucking point? I would have thought that because his foot's like that they turn him so it's like side on.
Well, it kind of looks like initially that it's been made as a way to have him on the glider, and then the base, the actual the other base is the afterthought. If that makes sense. Yeah,
that's how I would have read the situation myself.
Yeah. But again, I'm not in the secret group, so I don't know.
That's a shame, actually. That is because you know what, the whole idea really would work with that glider. I'm not feeling the rest of it, and I'm not feeling that sort of stepping down on the building thing at all. So
yeah.
Oh well.
People say it looks like a weird bubble gun that he's got here. Why would he have that? He needs a better construct on here. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, good shout actually. It's not very well developed gun, is it?
I think Brendan Guerrera's kind of left now, so he would have been able to tell us what that was. Different switch outs, different heads. You got the Invincible. So this is Invincible. So that's him kind of jumping there. Quite a cool element there with the clear resin coming through. It's a nice idea.
Pose works to change, doesn't it? The head angle change works quite well.
Yeah.
It's a nice change.
And then also you have Null.
It's a Caleb sculpt, isn't it?
Yeah. You did show some of these last week, and then I said to you I had the other pictures which I forgot to put in, and these are slightly better pictures.
Yeah, they are better pictures. They're good pictures.
Very nice pictures actually. And then you got like a little bit of a set of them there going on. Sorry, just skipped through loads of them there. Then you got the CBS Labs. So this they're doing like a swimsuit collection. So this is like the Mary Jane.
Okay.
I don't like it really, but
no.
Also, I'm sure some people will buy it. You got that there. Not a fan of that really, to be honest with you. Then you got the Omni Man. This is cool from there. He looks very cool. Not really. This is not like you know, is it? This is from Invincible.
Nah, I don't know who these guys are.
Yeah, he's like a Superman. Like
I just think, fuck me, General Ross got jacked.
Well, it looks like Burt Reynolds to me. Like, Burt Reynolds, man. It's like there's like a Justice League in there, and like
I don't care.
But yeah, this looks quite cool. And then you got the Punk Spider-Man smashing his guitar. That's quite cool as well. Punk Spider-Man. Yeah, different. Yeah, different. Yeah, with Converse on. Could be cool. Could be very cool
different.
Piece.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the base on that one?
This is good to see some customs with some original ideas, man, and some real shit. I like it a lot.
Then you got this one. I think we spoke about this one a couple of weeks ago. So this is the Sephiroth custom as well. The one-winged angel with his massive sword as well. You got the switch up where you turn the sword around and
Crazy.
it takes up like a huge
your whole house.
Yeah. Apparently, I did ask if the sword is going to be made out of metal because obviously with that, if it's not metal, then there's the weight. But then if it's not metal, it's going to warp really badly. So I think it looks quite nice. This is meant to be a production piece. And
very nice. Really well. It's a very good, high quality production.
Yeah, well done. I mean, the actual character I do really like. I would like to have probably this one, and then like one of the clouds as well. I would like those two characters, but this setup here just is so wide. It's ridiculously wide, but it looks great. Looks fantastic. If you've got
very well finished. Like looks very clean.
Yeah. This is just a surfer that popped up where he looks like he's got like a giant knife behind him rather than a board. Looks like his board's been sharpened. Got a weird tapered edge on that. Yeah. This is a custom Wolverine. Another one.
It's nice.
This one I actually, when the person sent it to me, I was a bit like, oh fuck, another Wolverine, all right. And he sent me it, and I was like,
nice Wolverine.
Actually, I actually think it looks pretty damn good.
It's a really nice job. I like it.
I like the base as well with the saber tooth, and it's kind of like a reference of some of the Prime One pieces. The Bahimo Joker, where he's got.
It's hard though, that isn't it? It's hard, that one, because it's bronze. So I see the lines in the suit for the chest and stuff, but it just looks like he's got 4,000 abs.
Yeah. So I
need to smooth them out a little bit there. I need to sort that because I don't like that too much.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So he does like 2, 4, 6, 8.
He's only got 24 abs.
Or 14 abs. Yeah. No, it does look like that. You're right. The chest needs to be smoothed out rather than. I know he's going to have these.
I know it. Yeah.
He's going to have it, but just not that much.
That top line of his chest, that top one under his chin, to pec minor, pec major. They need to just smooth that, make it just one, and then sort of like make it the suit line, and then sort of his chest underneath it, because it's sort of blending all into looking like he's got loads of beans under his fucking chin. But that's a really nice Wolverine.
Yeah, that head's great as well. I like that. That's mine and friend then.
It's funny though, isn't it, when you look at that Wolverine and you think to yourself, a fucking whole proper licensed company, what the fuck did they come up with?
Yeah.
So many good references, so many good sculpts of it as well.
Even that angle, the chest looks as bad. Yeah. Can't unsee that now.
Sorry, man.
It's fine.
Really like the rest of it though. Really like the rest of it a lot.
Yeah.
So that's the only. I mean, like I say, like we said earlier, there's very few things that you can not sort of see and be like, oh, probably change that a little bit or whatever else. You look at things objectively.
Yeah. The only thing I did say to the guy is I would add the blue, very subtle blue into the hair because it's too solid black at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good shout.
That's what I would have done. So yeah. All right.
Good shout.
We didn't do too bad of a time. considering
Yeah,
we get
well, man,
fucking
2 hours.
later every fucking week.
I'm sorry. Today he was up. We went to Jenny's mother's today. We had dinner there, and then we come home, and it's like we're reading all the old stories. And by the way, you were fucking wrong, like I told you. When I told you the original story for the 3 little pigs was the first 2 fucking pigs got eaten, and you went, no, they get out and go to the other house. No, they get eaten.
Okay.
You understand?
No,
the original story.
They make it all pussified and fucking make it so.
No, they have now.
Yes,
they have now. But back when you were around and we were at the party for the baby, I said to you and Mark that the original story. I'm sure they get eaten. You were like,
the original,
they get out and go to the other house.
No, the original. Yeah.
The straw house pig gets fucked. He gets eaten, and the stick house guy, he gets eaten. Thankfully, we're reading all the old stories to George, all the proper OG shit.
Yeah.
And it actually, in the back of the book, it tells you where the story comes from, where it originates from, what part of the world, what year it was written, who started it, and how it's adapted since, which I kind of like reading. George hates that. He just turns over and cuddles into his mum and goes to sleep when I'm done the story. But that's the bit I'm waiting for.
If you can make it so you're learning something from it, then that's great.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that part of it. But yeah, we read the Elves and the Shoemaker tonight.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking long. He was still awake at the end of it.
What time are you over tomorrow?
I'm going to drop him. I'm going to take him to school, and then I'm going to see what happens. But I'm probably going to pick him up. Maybe if he lasts and everything's okay, probably like about 12ish. So what I'm going to try and do is get ready before that, so I'm ready. Then I'll come round. When it's done, I'll drop him back here, and then you'll probably be up for a bit and then go to sleep. So I would anticipate my arrival at somewhere between 1 and 2 p.m.
Okay.
That's when I would anticipate.
I've got dinner tomorrow, so yeah.
What time is your dinner?
6ish.
Yeah.
Give me a bell. Give me obviously you will anyway, but just give me a bell when you're right, because you need to park down the side road, yeah?
Why?
Because it's like 4 o'clock, you can't be there.
It's a Saturday.
No, it's Friday, you dick splash.
No, I fucking gained a day. No, I lost it.
Technically it's Friday because we're past 12, but still, when you come round, it's still Friday, so no.
Okay.
I was trying to defend you there, but no.
I'm fucking shit with days this week. I don't know what's happened to me. Okay.
Yeah. So just let me know, and then you'll have to park around the corner, and I'll come and get the Spock box because it looks smaller. Okay.
No, we're gonna have to carry them both, I think.
Any word on Ryu? Yeah, Ryu goes up for pre-orders tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
it's got 2. You got any pictures of it? I've got pictures of it. You want them? Yeah, I'll show them to you. You want them?
I did have them, but yeah.
Let me find you. Where are you, you big fool? Here you are. There you go. Got pictures of them there. I should have sent you these pictures earlier, but I assumed you would have them already. Where are you? I'm sure I have them. I can do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. I'm just going to share them with you. Comes with 2 thingies, doesn't it? Comes with 2 busts, 2 torsos. There's 1. Yeah, I've sent you 1. Give like a minute. There's. I'll send you the whole piece. It's easier.
Nope, that's not it.
It is. I sent it.
No, but just I've only got 1 picture.
No, I sent you 1. There's another 1.
Okay.
I'm moving at my pad. I'm doing this on my phone. Fuckface. Give me a second.
How many got?
That's right. About 4. Done another 1. Alright, so
he's got King of Speeds. Oh, that's quite cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's weird. It actually looks really cool.
Oh,
I actually really like, what I like is the fallen relics on the base.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Fallen relics, all the shadow lore guys on the base. Well, the switch out hand thingy has Akuma.
Yeah.
The switch out torso has.
Turn your camera.
Sorry, I don't know. I can't see me at the moment. Mate, wait a minute. There you are.
All right. Well, if I go back here, if I go share, if I go screen, if I go. Dang it. Okay, we can't do that. If I go here, if I go here.
It's nearly free.
Ah, damn it. Hold on. That one. Rename.
I can only guess what their name will be called. Will not be good.
Cocknook.
Too long.
Open with that. All right, so yeah, we'll just finish up with this one. So basically, then this is the Ryu. This is by Darkside Collectibles, and so you got.
It's 1/3, isn't it? This one.
1/3. You got the bust there like that, which is the classic kind of pose from Street Fighter 5 poster. As I say, we were going, and this is Overpowered Yeti getting us in here, and then so that's the pose there. You see it?
Yeah.
Bit blurry your picture there. Great picture to send me.
Mine isn't blurry at all.
Well, blurry on my screen. And then you got there, which is the switch up torso.
It's holding the beads, isn't
holds the beads. You got the.
What's in his upper hand there? Has he got anything, or is it just his hand?
No, it's like it's a fist, but it's like the highlight of the background looks like he's got like lightning coming up, but he hasn't.
Yeah.
Then you got the Vega, the
boxing glove, the bison hat, and then the new guy from Street Fighter 5 villain, who's like a weird fucking pedo-looking guy.
Oh, I don't know. That's what I was trying to work out. I don't know that.
He's got like a big hat and he wears sunglasses and he's got like he's weird looking, bro. Can't even remember his name, but he's weird as fuck.
Oh, I don't know. And so that's that. Yeah, it looks really cool. Really.
So all of the main Shadow Lore guys, they're on the base. And obviously personal battle with Akuma.
Well, is Sagat on then or something?
Yeah, he's not in it. He's not in that one.
Oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it?
Considering not Street Fighter 4.
5. It's 5.
Is it?
The V is 5.
Yeah, Street Fighter V is 5. But I mean, maybe Sagat's in like a special character in 4 because I know he's missing from one of them.
I don't know why they would take him away.
So they've replaced him with some new character who's just weird.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's this. Oh, Fang.
Fang, that's him. Yeah, 100%. Well done.
There you go. So
all the relics on the base. I really like that. I like the fallen shadow.
No updates no updates on the Magneto. I'm afraid at the moment.
None you can share.
Yeah, none I can share. Yeah,
we've seen it, and it looks awesome, but you can't see it.
In the original, one of Cinderella's sisters cut off her toes in the to try and get the shoe on. I remember that. The original mermaid was flat out sad as well. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of them are.
They're all really depressing.
So it was a depressing time.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So what we'll do is we'll finish there. Thanks for watching. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share, and comment below anything you want us to do next week.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you in the comments, man, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see you on the flip side. All right. Take care. Happy collecting, everyone. Bye-bye.